Hey, this is Scott Lara, and I'm coming to you today with something personal, nothing about cruises or travel or anything like that. And so I just wanted to share this with my audience, and if it can help someone, that's what it's there for. So, about 6 months ago, I discovered I had an inguinal hernia. Now, there are different kinds of hernias that are out there, and you hear about this quite a bit when a little baby is born. They may have a little hernia by their belly button. And so that's kind of not a common thing, but you hear about that. But especially for us guys, as we get older, we can have a hernia. And what it basically is, and listen, I'm not a doctor, I don't play one on TV, but it's a part of your insides that's going through a muscle, a wall, whatever in your body. And when something like an intestine or even fat or something goes through the abdominal wall, from what I understand, you can feel that bulge like in your groin. And so you'll notice it when you're in the shower or in the bathtub and it just doesn't feel right. And so I'm a US Navy veteran, so I went to the VA, to my VA doctor, and the VA doctor confirmed that. And so I asked to be referred to community care, so I wouldn't have to drive all the way from Jacksonville to Gainesville to get this surgery. Now, I was hoping I wouldn't need surgery. And from the many videos I've been watching, it is your choice if you want to have surgery or not. But from what I've been told from my doctor, it's best to get it done because the last thing you want is strangulation of an intestine or a bowel like that, because that could be serious. And then you're going to the ER and you're having emergency surgery. You're not planning for it. You're not psyched up for it. And especially like a night and a weekend, you definitely don't want to go in on an emergency basis. And so I talked with my doctor and got it scheduled for this week. And so I'm going in, it's like 5:30 in the morning over at Memorial Hospital in Jacksonville. And the biggest thing I've read about it and I've seen on YouTube videos is the issue of constipation. And that's an issue you don't want to deal with when you're having any kind of surgery, let alone hernia mesh surgery, because, just think about it. You're trying to go to the bathroom and you want to make that as easy as possible. You don't want any stress or strain on your lower body. And that's why, my doctor had told me that they've really done away with opioids for pain relief for this, because, with opioids, OxyContin and others, can really cause constipation, and now you're really fighting a losing battle there. You're taking the edge of the pain off, but now you got constipation, and that can cause a large amount of pain. And a lot of the videos I've been watching on YouTube, these guys, big tough guys, man, the constipation brought me to tears. I was afraid I'd rip the mesh and have to go back in. So I'm going in for surgery on Thursday, and basically, on Friday. And so on Thursday, I'm basically, water. I'm not going to be eating very much at all, and then going in first thing on Friday. And they say about getting stool softeners, Miralax, but you definitely don't want to have a big meal before surgery, a big meal after surgery, because you just have to think about this, folks. You want to limit your intake so you don't have a problem with your output. And so that's something. Now, I will tell you, this is something I've researched quite a bit. And if I can help just one guy kind of understand this, number one, my first tip would be, if you suspect you have a hernia, go to the doctor. Don't be a tough guy. Don't say I can deal with it. Just go in, have the doctor confirm it, and the doctor can give you your options. Number two, plan properly. I mean, if you gotta get stuff done around the house or get groceries or whatever to help your wife or whatever, get that out of the way first. Buy some stool softener. And then be very mindful about what you eat before surgery so that you don't have a problem afterwards. And so I will shoot another couple videos, day 1 recovery, day 2 recovery, day 3 recovery, so that I can share with you my recovery story here. But I did talk to the doctor today. I said, hey, listen, what about nerve damage? And he kind of laughed. And he goes, yeah, there's new techniques to do the mesh a certain way so it doesn't affect your nerves as much. You won't have that kind of problem. And I just saw a video about this guy cycling, marathon cycler, and he said his mesh failed after 9 months. Well, listen, if you're going to town cycling, jet skiing, motorboat, and come on. I mean, they say you can go back to your normal stuff. Yeah, I could say that, but I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not that kind of person to be out there parasailing, wrestling bear, and crap, stuff like that. Stuff like that. So definitely, I'm definitely gonna take it easy afterwards. But I keep on reading and hearing that after your surgery, yeah, you go to bed. I'm sure the medicine will wear off a couple hours after surgery, and you get some rest, and ibuprofen and Advil and all that stuff, ibuprofen and Tylenol to help with the pain. But everything I've been reading and seeing on YouTube is, get up, walk around, walk to the mailbox, walk around, and I get that because I think a lot of Americans have a problem with their health because they're sedentary. And so if you're just sitting around your whole time watching TV and eating chips and dip, what do you expect? And so being 62 years old, I do get up, I am walking, I'm doing that kind of stuff. But I am going to do everything I can, like to get out of bed pretty soon after surgery, when I get home, and walk around, because they say, like 2 to 3 days afterwards, you should be able to, be okay. I'm planning on I have surgery on Friday. I'm planning on being back to work on Monday, and just, taking it easy. I'm not going to overexert myself or take the stairs or lift trash bags full of trash and throw them in the garbage. But again, I just want to share that with you, and I will keep you, my audience, up to speed on my progress. And if there's any questions you have, feel free to email me Lara, Lara, 1961 at gmail.com. I appreciate you watching the video. And if you have any tips or any suggestions or anything you want to share with me, I'd like to hear it. Scott Lara, president of military affairs.com, a U.S. Navy veteran, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.